Hi everyone, and welcome back to Learn at Home with Mrs. Jones. Today we are on day 2 of writing our personal narratives. So if you started with me on day 1, we went ahead and we brainstormed some ideas that we could write about. We narrowed down a topic and we filled it out in our circle map. Then we took that idea and we told our story in order by saying and sketching what happened first, what happened next, and what happened last. So today what you are going to need is you're going to need your say and sketch paper from last time, and you will need 3 pieces of paper that look like this. So all this is right here is a piece of paper with a big rectangular box at the top and some writing lines down on the bottom. Now, if you already have a journal that you can use that and just go ahead and draw a rectangle at the top of your journal notebook paper. That way you have a spot to illustrate. Because today we are going to focus on our illustrations and we're going to help our story come to life. So press pause until you have everything you need and then we will get started. I also forgot to mention you're going to need crayons or colored pencils of some kind. Because yesterday while we just sketched, and many of you probably did that with the pencil, today we're going to really add some color and detail to our illustrations. So what you're going to do is each piece of these papers, I said you need 3 of them, each page is going to be the start of your booklet. And each page is going to go with each of your sketches that you drew, the first, next, and last. So just so I know which one is which, on my very first page, I'm going to take my marker, or you're going to use your pencil, and I'm going to write the word first. Now, if you don't know how to spell that, you can copy it right from the say and sketch sheet that you had yesterday. And I'm just gonna write first there. That's the only writing I'm doing today. Now, when I look at my illustration from yesterday, I'm going to copy over a sketch like that onto my illustration page here. But I'm gonna try a little bit harder with my illustrations. So I know in that first box I had my family, and I was saying first we got dressed to go for our walk, and we had to put on our coats, our gloves, and our mittens. So this time I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna draw my boys first. But instead of just drawing stick figures, I'm going to try my best to add, let's see, a little face here. I'm going to draw their hat already on their head. I'm going to draw a t-shirt and pants. I'm going to add a little more detail. So let's see, I still over here, I still will draw those big puffy coats. Again, I just try my best. I'm not an artist. And I'm going to add some big winter hats, that little pom-pom on the top, a little more detail, and some mittens. Okay, so there is one of my boys. Let me draw the rest and then you'll see it in a second. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and I've drawn just a little more detail in my stick figures. Yesterday, my stick figures didn't have clothes. They didn't even have faces or hair or anything. Now I can see that this one is me. I drew my ponytail. I drew my boys a little bit shorter, and I drew my husband, Mr. Jones. I drew his hair. And so now I'm going to ask myself a few questions to add more to my illustrations. So let's see what they are. The first thing I want you to think about is I want you to think about your setting in this story. Now, for this part of my story, I'm thinking about my scene, right? It's like a movie. Where am I first? Am I already in the woods? No, not yet. I'm not outside. So I'm not gonna draw my big trees and I'm not gonna draw the sun shining. I'm actually inside my house. Maybe I can show that by drawing a roof here. And I can actually maybe make it look like here we are inside my house because I haven't left yet. Let me also think, all of these winter clothes, they were in the closet. So maybe I can somehow make it look like this stuff is in the closet, hanging up on a bar there. You know what, there's another coat next door to it. Not next door to it. There's another coat next to it on the hanging rack. So that kind of looks like a closet. It kind of looks like it's outside my house, but I'm trying my best here. In fact, you know what I could add? I could add a label that will help people really see. So this is us inside our house. This is closet. That way, if anybody's confused, they will know that our coats and our hats and our gloves are inside the closet. Those are some questions for our setting. Now, I want to talk about our characters. So our characters, I can tell that I have smiley faces here, so I know that they're happy. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Our characters feel things and our characters move. So in this illustration, my characters are happy. I can see them smiling. If your story doesn't have happy characters, should they have a smile on their face? Probably not. So you want to think about each character. And they also move. Now all mine are standing still here because we're in the house about to get ready. But if they were to move, I could add some walking lines. I could add, let's see, some arrows to the closet because that's where they're going. So they're really going to walk and they're going to get ready before they go outside. I'll go ahead and zoom in so you can actually see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about adding a setting to the background, maybe some labels, and I want to see your characters' emotions, and I want to see if they're moving anywhere, where are they going? Now the last step to this, which I'm not going to do on camera, is I really need to color it in. I want my illustrations to be colorful and beautiful, and I really want them to be the best I can do. So I used my marker, you'll use your pencil to kind of sketch out what it should look like, and then I'm gonna color in what color my coat is, what color our house is, everything I was wearing that day. And this is just for the first page. When you're done with this illustration, I want you to go ahead and grab another blank piece of paper like this one. Instead of writing first, you'll write next, and you'll copy your sketch over. But again, you're going to make your setting come alive. My next one, we already went outside, so I will definitely see what the trees look like, what the sky looks like. I will draw all of it and color it in to match what we did that day. I will also go ahead and make sure my characters have emotion on their faces and they have some more details. And then you'll do the same thing for your last page. So today, your job after this video ends is to go ahead, take all 3 writing pages and take those sketches and separate them out with 3 pages of illustrations. Great job today taking your illustrations and stretching them across the pages. You have already started 3 pages of your book that we are going to have published by the end of the week. I will see you back here tomorrow where we are going to finally add some words onto our pages. See you later. Bye.